let me give you just a few notes before we jump into it so you can already have these ready. This is right where we start singing on page 16. I'm going to snap every time I want you to add a breath mark in. So, Yankee, is that it close to the key? Yankee Doodle. Oh, a little higher. Yankee Doodle went to town riding on his pony. He stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. So right there, it's a long phrase, but it's super fast, so no problem. Right after macaroni, and then you have a lot of short ones here. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music in the step and with the girls be handy. Right there at 17, so make sure you mark those where you're breathing. Right there at 17, a little slower than tempo. 1 and 2 and unison, go. Yankee Doodle went to town riding on his pony. He stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. Hey! Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the step and with the girls be handy. And that's the first one right there. Nice, right where we come in parts at 25. Listen to it one time. Will you mind playing that for us? Rosie. You're here. '25, nice and slow. Here it is. 1 and 2 and ready and sing. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dandy. Find the music and the step and with the girls be handy. Good. This next part, it goes into cut time at 37. I will probably, just like the recording, have a couple solos here, but let's for right now jump right into it. 37, so it's I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy, a Yankee Doodle do or die. Right there, right there. 1 and 2 and ready and I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy, a Yankee Doodle do or die. A real life nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart. She's my Yankee Doodle joy. 61. Yankee Doodle came to London just to ride the pony. I am that Yankee Doodle boy. Let me give you a couple notes here. So if we do it like that, 61 is where we will all come in. So if you want to write choir at 61, and what is that, 37, all the way up to then will be a solo or a duet. 65, we're going to cut off a little earlier at the end of that phrase. So it'll be, I am your Yankee Doodle boy, off. So don't follow that tie, just scratch out what comes in that next measure. Right where we split into parts, please. I am your Yankee Doodle boy. Will you play that for us, Rosie? Basses, if you want to take that last F up, so we're not just way down there at the end, that'll be great. 65. 2 and 3 and 4. I am your Yankee Doodle boy, off. And right there is where we want to cut that off a little earlier than written. 61, where we're all in unison. 1, 2, ready, and Yankee Doodle came to London just to ride the pony. I am your Yankee Doodle boy. Good, and lyric, I am your Yankee Doodle boy. Make sure we got that. Columbia, the gem of the ocean, is the next part right here, going into 73. Be real careful with the with the rhythm. Some of them are dotted, some of them are straight. So let's, in fact, just speak this rhythm for right now so we can really get the idea here. Pick up to 73. 1, 2, and speak. Oh, Columbia, the gem of the ocean, the home of the brave and the free, the shrine of each patriot's devotion. Right there, that's a tricky one here, so listen to it. The shrine of each patriot's devotion. Right there, 77, to speak and go. The shrine of each patriot's devotion. Keep going. Our world offers homage to thee. Homage, not homage or anything other than that. Right there at 73, let's try it. Oh, Columbia, one, ready, and oh, Columbia, the gem of the ocean, the home of the brave and the free, the shrine of each patriot's devotion. Our world offers homage to thee. Unison, thy mandate make heroes assemble, when liberty's form stands in view. Thy banners make tyranny tremble, and born by the red, white, and blue. When born by the red, white, and blue. Get softer here. When born by the red, white, and blue. Back to stronger. Thy banners make tyranny tremble, when born by the red, white, and blue. And again, we're going to cut that one off just a little early. 1, 2, off at the very end right there. Let's try that a little quicker at 73. Oh, what? What?
I know the melody, but I don't know the words.
Oh, okay. Right at 73, just a little quicker. 1, ready, and oh, Columbia, the gem of the ocean, the home of the brave and the off. Lots of repetition in there, so you get one of them, you get them all. It'll come pretty quick. The last one here, this is 23, last part of the medley. 99, sopranos and altos only. Tenor basses, make a note of that so you don't sing with them. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. Tenors and basses, you take it over at 107, so sopranos and altos, you are out. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Back to sopranos and altos at 115. So tenors and basses, we're out there. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. Everybody at 123. We're finally all in at 123, but should all. Let's try that. So lots of unison here at the first part. It'll go pretty quick, but again, under tempo for right now. Sopranos, altos, you're in at 99. What? And ready, and you're on. Tenors, basses, go. You're the... Sopranos, altos, and... Sopranos, altos, only. Everyone here. But should... Keep your eye on the grand old flag. Good, let me give you a couple notes here at the end at, let's see, there's a couple places where the melody's just a little different. Let's start at 123 just to make sure. But should all... Right there. What? And ready, sing. But should all... Right there. Keep your eye on the grand old flag. So some of us want to go up like the traditional melody. So you may want to circle that or draw an arrow down. But should all, one more time. 1, ready, sing. But should all acquaintance be forgot? Keep ready here. here, sopranos and altos, we're going to both divide on divisi on the word grand. So altos, you're going to cover the C and the E on the bottom, and then sopranos, we need to cover the G and the B. So altos, will you sing with me at Keep Your Eye? Right there. One, ready, altos. Keep your eye on the grand old flag. That's it. That's exactly right. Sopranos, same thing. Keep your eye. One, and ready, and keep your eye on the grand old flag. That's it. Ladies, right there, keep your eye. One, ready, sing. Keep your Yeah, nice thick chord there. Tenors and basses at the very end. Basses. Just hit the G that's not even written there. So what I'd like for you to do is keep your eye on the grand old flag. Let's jump up there so we have a little more power at the end of the song and not down there. And baritones, we'll just get rid of that D altogether. Just get rid of it. Everybody, 131 to the end. Keep your eye. One, ready, and keep your eye on the grand old flag. Watch, right. There you go. So that's an old school way. We won't hang over to that note at the end. Nice. That'll be fun. Very upbeat. Lots of familiar songs in there. Let's go to the Star Spangled Banner. And I think since we did a little Bradley Night for Easter, that kind of has gotten us prepared for this one. Most of it will be pretty straight ahead. There's one little part as we get to the last half we'll have to kind of work through because he likes to put in those interesting, unexpected chords, but makes it a lot of fun. The biggest thing really is to make sure to differentiate between the dotted rhythms and the straight rhythms. So we all have a different way of singing this, but we want to read what's on the page. So right where we come in at 16, make sure that's straight, not dotted. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so just make sure we're straight when it's straight eighth notes and dotted when it's not. Let's stand for this one since it is our national anthem. Probably appropriate to do. Right where we come in, 16. 1 and 2. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming. Ladies and dotted. Everyone ready and the rock is thirsty and it proved through the night that our flag was still there. Resolve and oh say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? One and a go. Oh, the land of the free and the home of oh, circle that rest right there. He caught you. He caught you. Circle that big rest. And the home of the breathe. Brave. Can we start right there? And the home, pick up to 52. 1 and 2. And the home of the off. Brave. Good, good. So let's hit just a few of these kind of crazy spots, if you will. Let's have a seat. This is pick up to measure 35. And the rock, it's IH, it's rock, it's red glare. Sopranos, altos, if you will, at 35. 1 and 2. And the rock. Breathe. No. Right there, right there. So altos, and that's right on a page turn, of course. Where it is, I'm sorry. We should not. We'll get to that, but yes, we should not. He's been really good about giving us every place to breathe, so don't breathe when there's not a breath right there. Right there, gave proof altos. Gave proof through the night. 1 and 2. Gave proof through the night. And there's a breath right there, so we got to change real quick and breathe. Gave proof through the night that I've life. Sopranos, will you join us there too? Gave proof. Pick up to 39. 1 and 2. Good. Tenors and basses to that point too. Pick up to 35. On the rock, it's 1 and 2. On the rock. Good. And everybody, tenors and basses there at 40, just like sopranos and altos. Listen for the altos resolving on the word night, and then we all need to put that T right on the upbeat so we don't hang over there. Gave proof through the night that our flag. Very quick there. Everybody, that much, and then we'll get the crazy part. 35. And the rock, it's, not X, it's 1 and 2. And the rockets red breath upon bursting in every day proof. Listen for altos. Good. Altos. Good. Soprano 2, if it's easier on that upper part, you could that our flag was still. If you want to jump down to the alto note, B flat on still, since you're going to carry that. So either way, if you want to go up to the D and then come down, or just jump down to the alto earlier, you can totally do that. Does that make sense, soprano 2? All right, here's the next part where it gets a little interesting. Basses, we'll start with you, since of course we have craziness going on here. That's it right there. Basses, everybody's a bass. Sing along with the basses. Oh, say. 1 and 2. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? And baritones, we can go to that B flat there if we want to. One more time, basses. 1 and 2. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? And then tenors coming to you. Listen to it. Right there, everybody's a tenor. 1 and 2. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Altos coming to you. Here it is. Yeah, so that last part's a little fun. Everybody's an alto. 1 and 2. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave? Very tall there. And sopranos, just make sure, watch for where you split on that last note. Everybody, right there. Oh, say. 1 and 2. Oh, say. Go ahead, think very tall as we're singing, so we can be a little more resonant. Everybody there one more time. Very tall. Oh, 1 and 2. Oh, say does that star-spangled. Good. Here's the next kind of strange part. Listen to keep going. So that chord, whether he changes there. So bass is, oh, the land of the free is what happens there. Tenors, land of the free. So everybody just takes one little step in the other direction. Basses and tenors right there. 1 and 2. Oh, the land of the free. That's the idea. So altos coming to you, or the land of the free. Here's what I'd like to do. I think this will make it a little easier. So altos, we'll go ahead and split on free. So some of us will sing the A flat, some of us will sing the C natural, and that'll make it easier. So sopranos on the word free will all hit the E flat, and then second y'all will go to that F flat, and then first up to the top. So altos, you're either land of the free, and you just hang out, or land of the free. So whichever one. First, second, altos right there. 1 and 2. Oh, the land of the free. Yep, so mark that, especially on the word free. So we'll remember that. Sopranos coming to you. 1 and 2. Oh, the land of the free. And everybody on free. We want to be as tall as we can. Don't spread it. In fact, first, don't even sing an E when we get to the A flat. Maybe more of a you just open up more to something like that. Everybody, or the land. 1 and 2. Oh, the land of the free. That's the right idea. Nice. And then just watch out for the break at the end so you don't step in that hole. Oh, say. Everybody pick up to 44. Oh, say. Good. 1 and 2. Oh, say how the stars spangled. Listen for altos. 1 and a 2. Oh, the land. Off and the home. Break. Nice. And then orchestra will take us out from there. Nice. That's going to be awesome. Put that one aside. So just that middle section, I would suggest really looking at when you're looking at it on Planning Center. Who are the brave? This is the Joseph Martin one. And if we can, I'd love to get through the first 2 verses. There's only 3 of them in here. And have we done this? We've done this? When was it? Okay. This is a new one to me, but the lyrics are really, really nice here. Let me give you, there's going to be lots of places where we're going to grab little There's lots of places where we're going to grab different catch breaths that not everybody's doing at the same time. So from the beginning, here's what I'd love to have happen. What's our first note that you are the brave? Bass is you'll breathe just before the page turns. So I think the easiest way to explain this is most of us will catch a quick breath after we ask that question, who are the brave? Who are the brave? Those who go to war. And then tenors, you would be the next one. Who are the brave? Those who go to war. So that idea, after you ask the question, you take a little breath there. The next part, this is measure 12. Basses, you do the exact same thing you did before. Who are the brave? Breathe. Those who fight no more. Sopranos and altos, you'll do it this time at 13. Who are the brave? Those who... So just breathe right after you ask that question there. Let's try just that much from the beginning and see if that makes sense. Starting at measure 8. Very nice and slow here. Very nice and slow. Basses, you're in first. 2 and ready and 1. Who are the tenors? Who are breathe? Let's try that one more time. Bases with me. 2, ready, bass, and 1. Who are the brave? Those who go to war. Keep going, and 1. Who are sopranos, altos, tenors, the brave who fight no more. Those who gain and quick, protecting freedom. Everybody breathe here. Who are the brave? We'll breathe after this one. Ready, breathe. Good, and right there at that measure, which we probably need to measure this, but I think that's measure 22. Will you write in your part? We're going to retard that. We're going to slow that down, that very end of the phrase. Those who serve in war. And we'll kind of hold war for a while before the piano comes back into that next section. Nice. Let's do that first verse all the way through one more time just to get the idea. Measure 8. Who are the brave? And since there's kind of these stacked entrances, when you come in, go ahead and bring it out just a little bit. As you're holding that note, make sure you can hear the other parts coming in around so you don't just, who are the brave? You know that idea. Bring it back just a little bit. 2 basses and a go. Who are the tenors? Are the brave, those who go to war. Who are ladies and tenors? Are brave who fight no more. And protecting freedoms. And we'll grow. Big breath here. And watch. So it's kind of cool right there. The bottom drops out and we just hear that right there. Those who serve in war. 2, ready, and. And I'll hold that. I'll treat that more like a fermata and get us in after that. Nice. Tenors and basses. This next part, if you'll kind of give me just a few accents here. Who are the brave? Every time we do that, and at the end of each of those, we'll grab just a quick breath. Tenors and basses right there. Pick up to 25, I believe it is. 1, 2, accent. Who are the brave? And who are ladies? And 1, ready, breathe. Good. Sopranos and altos, this will be one where we're going to deviate from what I said earlier. So can we hold that over and not breathe after the question? Who are the brave, those who go with it? So not breathe after that question. Can we try that? Right at, is that 28 sopranos and altos? 1 and 2 and. Don't breathe. 1, ready, breathe. Let's do that. I think that'll flow better since the tenors and basses are going to breathe right under that. That'll be nice. Tenors and basses 25, get us started. Nice. 1 and 2 and. Who are the brave? Who are and. 1, ready, and. Good. Sopranos and altos right here. We're going to change. Your part right there is going to carry over. So give it one beat into that next measure. Measure 34 it is. So tenors and basses will take a big breath right there. Turn that half note into a quarter note as well. So this is those whose life is plain. 1, 2, T for 1. Rest. Those who. So we'll all breathe on beat 2 right there, if that makes sense, right before those with healthy bodies. Let's see. Who are the brave? Those whose life is plain. Can we start there? That is in the middle of page 5. 1, 2, T. The brave. So hold here, watch, and off. Healthy bodies. Who are the brave? The brave. Good. Let me give you a few notes here. Good. This one has a few more notes than the others. Basses. You're going to breathe before everybody else does. Those with healthy bodies. Everybody breathe right there after bodies. Those protecting the unsure. So bass is right there. Breathe before we jump down to the bottom. Those protecting the unsure. Who are the brave? And then everybody will breathe after that on measure 38. That's the first measure on page 6. So basses, you just get one extra breath before everybody else does. Pick up into 35. Let's listen to that and then we'll jump into it. Yeah, right there. Those with healthy bodies. I'll give you 2. 1 and 2. Those with healthy bodies. Breathe. Those protecting the unsure. Who are the brave? Who are the brave? Breathe. Those who serve the. Good. And similar to how we ended the phrase on the first one, we're going to slow down right there. So if you want to write a retard right above those who serve the poor. Nice. Let's do that at 35 to that point one more time. Those with healthy bodies. Joy?
The soprano part on measure 39, I never got it in time. Thank you, darling.
39? Yes. We'll get that in just a second. Can you give me their E going into 35? And then here. So he's kind of changing those tonalities, right? The brave. That F natural and then the F sharp that second time. Let's do this. Let's split up sopranos, altos at 35. Let's do just that much, and then tenors and basses. Follow along, and then we'll hit you next time. 35, sopranos, altos. 1 and 2. And then tenors, basses, same thing. Those with? That's it. 1 and 2. Those with healthy bodies. Those protecting the bass breathe. Who are the brave? Who are the brave? Good. And basses, especially if we'll listen to sopranos, because they do that. All the brave. And then we do the same thing. All the brave. Put it together. 35. Big crescendo here as we're turning the page. 35. 1 and 2. Healthy body. Breathe. Those protecting the unsure. All the breathe. All the brave. tenors, basses, we want to get in that nice head voice there, so we're not still down here, but up here, very nice and soft. Good, that's as much as we're going to do on this one today. Sarah Bob?
What kind of a vowel sound do you want on 4?
I probably will go to more of an O, because poo won't really work, so po. Instead of poo, ho, o. Just P-O. Ho, ho. Yeah, I was trying to wrestle with that one, but we'll keep it. Like we're pouring a glass of iced tea. That's okay. All right, we're going to do God of Our Fathers next. This should be a hymn. I think most of us will know this one. 4 verses total. Just so you know, the first verse is 99.99999, just like the last verse. Altos, you're the only one with one different note in the 4th verse. So basically, if you got the first verse, you've already got the last verse, pretty much. So let's start right on that one at 17. And we want to do this all the time, but this might be a good piece to think about this. All those R-colored vowels, we might want to just be careful with this because we're going to hear it a lot in this one. But for instance, God of our, instead of our fathers. So just get rid of all those R's that are either at the end of your words or that come before a consonant. So we want to just try to make those as open and pure as possible. So I just draw like a little diagonal through those R's. It's a good way to remind me to think that. But they're going to happen a lot in this one in particular. Leads forth, not forth, or of shining worlds in splendor. So lots of those places, just kind of be aware of that. Right at 17, I think the harmony is pretty much like it is in the hymnal right here. 17. 1, 2, ready. God of our fathers, whose almighty hand leads forth in beauty of a starry band. Unison, split. Birds in splendor through the sky, our grateful songs before thy throne. Good. Seconds in 29, and we can do this at the last verse too. If you want to just hang on that C for the word our and great, that is totally cool to do that. Splendor through the sky, our grateful song. So in seconds, if you want to do that, that'll be cool. Altos, just a heads up, measure 26 on the word in. That G flat is the only note that's different in the 4th verse. If I remember right, I think you just hold on to the A flat instead of doing that little change right there. But altos, that's kind of an interesting one. Rosie, will you play that starting at 25? So the and splendor. Altos right there, 25. 2, ready. Yeah. Think nice and tall as we do that. Very, very small movement right there. Everybody, 25 seconds if you want to add that when we get to 29. That'd be perfectly fine. 25, 2, ready. On. And splendor through the skies. Before thy throne on high. Good, then we change keys, tenors and basses. You get us started, verse 2 at 37. 2, ready, and 1. Ready, and 1. Good. So right here, tenors and basses, you just had it, and sopranos and altos, the same thing's about to happen to you. The melody's going to trade between the parts right there, so be aware of that. So tenors, free land by thee are, and then basses, lot is cast. So when you have that melody part, will you bring that out again? Tenors and basses, can we start in this free land? In this, right there. 2, ready, and a 1. In this free land by thee our lot is cast. Sopranos, altos, and viva. Rhythm right there, hold on to that just a little more. Viva aru. 45, 2, ready, and a 1. Seconds. Part here. Good, that's a great part. I would mark in your part at measure 50 right after the word law. You got a very quick moment, but you need a big breath to get through this next part. So thy word, our law, can we start there? Sopranos, altos, let's start with you first. Sopranos, altos, 2, ready, and 1. Big breath. Here we go. Good. And everybody, watch that crescendo big right there. Tenors and basses, that same place, 49. 2, ready, and 1. I went on. 3. Tenors, you probably have the weirdest one, jump into the A flat, just make sure we're high enough on there. Tenors, thy paths, right there, 2, sorry, I'll give you 3, 1, and 2, and 3. Thy paths are chosen way. Everybody, thy paths, let's start there. Crescendo those nice chords. 1, and 2, and T. Paths are chosen. Little more, little more, little more. And just breathe. Don't close the mouth at the end there. Just breathe in. Good, good. That's halfway through. Really, that's 75% through because the last verse is the same as the first one. Nice, nice job. We'll probably invite the congregation to join us on the first and last verse of that one. Okay, I think this is the most booger. God bless America. God bless America. So what we're going to do is we're going to start kind of at the easy part at the first chorus at 35 here and work our way backwards because I need to. Yeah, just getting in is going to be a little tricky in the very beginning. So right on page 635, God bless America. Let's see if there's anything different here. Basses, it may not be a big deal, or basses and tenors. In 42, there's a misprint. You don't have your last rest, so if that's going to throw you off on beat 4, just remind yourself you need an extra breath, or extra rest right there. 35, everybody's in. 2, ready. Breathe. Alto. Big breath. Sopranos, altos, and God bless America, God bless America, to the ocean white with foam. God, breathe, alto, nice, nice, and then we'll we'll go to nice key change there. Right at 43, everybody, if you'll circle that crescendo poco a poco, just means we're getting louder a little bit as we continue to go through that phrase. From the mountains, and then tenors and basses, God bless America. 1 and 2 and T. From the God bless America, God bless America, to the ocean white with. Good, tenor bass right there. That's a cool part we have at 45. To the oceans white with foam. Yeah, 45. Tenors, basses, ready, and you better say the, or I'll throw the ball at you. Not the oceans, the oceans. To the oceans. 1, 2, one more time, and to the oceans white with foam, God. And everybody grow to God, because that's obviously the most important part right there. 43, ladies, get us started again. From the mountains. 1 and 2 and T. God bless America, God bless America. Bring it out. To the oceans white with grow all the way. Good. Let's back it up. Very nice job. This is 18, the verse. So sopranos, altos, you'll start us right there. Basses, tenors will join in at the bottom page at 26. While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Right there. 2, ready, and. While the storm clouds gather far across the sea. Did you hear that on swear? Everybody in 26, key change. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair. Slow down. And those little lines at the end of there, we call them railroad tracks or caesura. That means we're going to completely cut off. Everything stops after that before. God bless America. So you might want to circle that or just write cut off. Nice. That's going to be a nice part right there at 26 where we're all in. Actually, just a couple bars later so we can hear For a Land So Fair. This is sopranos and tenors.
Michael.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Is that divisi for altos?
No, and we'll get to that in a second. So we'll have altos on the bottom, and then second sopranos will take that top one. Thank you. This is soprano and tenor For a Land So Fair. On those A's, measure 28, I believe. It's last on page 5. Sopranos, tenors, ready, and 1. Good, and then we jump up there. And then altos and basses, y'all do the same one at For a Land. Right there. Ready, and 1. For a land. Yeah, there it is. Everybody right on that, For a Land. Ready, and 1. Altos, bring it out. Yeah, woo! That's that nice stuff going on right there. And then, actually, do that, and let's keep going on for this next part. Let us all be grateful. 26, 2, ready, and 1. Let us. Here's that part, and altos. Think tall. And a 1. So seconds, you're taking the E flat. how that will work. All right. From the beginning, the introduction here. In case you haven't listened to it yet, let me try to help us with our first entrance here. So if I'm a bass, what's going to help me is listening to the bass line is going to give you your notes. So can you start actually in measure 6, just the bass line? So that bum bum it's going to lead you right into your notes. So basses, will you try that with me? We're going to start the measure before, trying to hear that bass line so we can jump in on it. Ready? And bum 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 yeah. Tenors, I think you get the easiest one because what the trumpets are doing in measure 7, they're going to do that top note F to C. So again, will you start in that measure before, just so we can get in context, the E flat? So if you just listen to where the trumpets come out, altos, yours is similar, but you just have to hear the first note that the trumpets will play in measure 7, because you'll double that. So again, let's start in measure 6 on the E flat. And then sopranos, it's not great, but you can kind of listen to the trumpet and just move your note up a step from what they do. So again, will you start in the measure before? So you just have to go one note up. It's not great, but that's the idea. Basses, let's see here. You got it? Basses first. This is the measure before. 2, ready, and... Tenor's your turn. Ready, and... Good. Alto's your turn. Ready, and... This note. You're awesome. Soprano's your turn. Y'all are awesome. Ready, and... Y'all are amazing. We didn't even need to do that. Y'all are amazing. Here it is. Everybody's in. Ready, and... 1 and 2 and G and... What is it, measure 11? Make sure everybody is waiting for seconds and altos to get to their last note before you take your breath. Shed his grace on thee. So make sure we do that right where we come in. Y'all have got it. This is just pick up to 8. Let's go. Yeah. 1, 2, and go. Seconds, altos. Good. Basses, yeah, that F sharp's kind of tough too. Yeah. Can you play that for us? His grace on thee. His grace on thee. And crown. That's a tough one right there. So basses, do that with me. Shed his grace on thee. Ready? Shed his grace on thee. And crown. Good. good. And then tenors, that next part. And crown thy good with brotherhood from sea. Just make sure we're up there on the from. Right there, tenors and crown. 1 and 2 and go. And crown thy good with brotherhood from sea. Good. Altos and seconds. Can I hear y'all on Shed His Grace on the E? That nice little movement right there. Shed His Grace. 2, ready, right here. Breathe. Yeah, and that's the juicy note right there, seconds. So bring that out. Bring that out. We all are jealous of you right there. So make sure you bring that out. Everybody, can we start on Shed His Grace? We're kind of jumping in the middle, but sorry. 2, ready, shed. His grace on and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining. Good, good. The only other thing just to be aware of is as we're singing these, again, make sure the vowels carry the energy and the sound and we don't cut them off too soon. America, America. So very long and tall on those. Right at 8. In fact, let's do the measure before so we can.
Is our only breath after these in that whole 2 pages?
And C, and C. You'll get one at the end too. Let's stand so you get some deep breathing for this one. Say that again.
We need to pay Cheryl Bob for our copies.
I believe Cheryl Bob is taking tips for your music copies. Is that right? No, of course not. Here it is from the measure before. 2, ready, and 2 and 2 Moving lines and keep going. Good. Here's that verse, ladies. And 1. Tall on and we'll grow here. Next part and a 1. Unless the only great throne for a land think tall. Slow. Little quicker tempo. Ladies, and God bless America, God bless America. Bring it out, tenor bass. To the ocean bright with hope, God. And good, good, very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, we're jumping to. Oh, we're doing great on time. Holy cow. My country 'tis of thee. My country 'tis of thee. And again, let's try to do the same thing. Just get through the first couple of verses here. Let me explain what's happening between the first and the second verse. The first verse is exactly what you think about. My country, 'tis of thee. The second verse, which starts at the bottom of page 4, measure 26, is very similar harmonically, but it's now in 4. So the way he's written it, some notes, some rhythms are elongated to make that work. So what I mean by that is normally, my country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. That's how we normally do it. In the second verse you have, my country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. You know, those kinds of things. And then at the end there, thy name I love. So watch for that as we get to that second verse, since he's done that a little differently. Right on verse 1, measure 11. My country, 'tis of thee. What? Ready? My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Good. So let's try some of those. Some of these are going to be longer phrases than maybe the way we normally sing them. So let's see, like especially that last one. From every mountainside, let's see if we can carry that over and not breathe before there. One more time, just that first verse. Measure 11. Nice reading. What? Ready? My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. And where my fathers died, and from every mountain. Good. Altos, y'all have some fun parts right there. Let's start at altos. This is 17, land where? Fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside let freedom ring. You got some cool parts there. Altos right there, land where? Measure 17. What? And ready? Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside let freedom ring. Sopranos, will you join us right there? And as much as we can, think about the wide-mouthed frog or the tall-mouthed frog, very tall. And where my fall, very tall. Sopranos, altos, what? And ready. And where my fathers died, and of the pilgrims, from every mountainside let freedom ring. Good. Basses, tenors, will you join us there at 17? What? And ready. And where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside let freedom ring. 1 and 2 and next verse go, and 1. Breathe. Don't breathe. So you get what I mean about how they're doing the rhythm differently because of the meters. So let's do that nice and slow in sections here. Right from the top of 26, My Native Country Thee. Ready, and a one. My native country thee. Altos. Everybody crescendo. Stronger. Yeah. Nice. Good. That last part, my heart, altos, my heart. 30, it's right on the page, Sharon. My heart, so that's another nice and tall one there. Altos, ready, my heart, and a one. My heart, yeah, one more time. Let's make sure we get that C on the word with. My heart with. That's it. Ready? And a one. My heart. Oh, good. And thrills. L's another one that likes to get in the way of those vowels. So really think about rapture, thrill, instead of thrills, thrills. Hold that I just a little longer. Sopranos, will you join altos right there, my heart? Ready, and a one. Yeah. That's it. Key. Oh, good, good. Tenors, let's hear. You got some fun moving parts right there. My heart. Yeah. Ready, and a one. My. Good. One more time. Ready, and a one. My heart with rapture thrills like that above. And everybody's growing there. Basses, will you join tenors right there? My heart. Ready, and a one. My heart with rapture thrills like that above. Good. And if that F, if you're like me, baritones, if that F's too low, you want to jump up the octave on the word like in measure 37, that would be totally fine there. 36, everybody, my heart. Not heart, heart. 2, ready, and a 1. The second verse, really nice there. Measure 26 on the bottom of page 4, My Native. Very nice. Ready, and a 1. My native country thee, and of a noble free thy name I love. Nice notes here. It's good. No L, no L. Is now. Nice, very nice right there. So when I said no L's, I didn't mean no L's, just don't get to the L's too soon. Nice. Let's jump to America, the Mary McDonald. Again, we're just going to do the first half. There's several changes we need to make to the end of this one. And what I'll probably do, maybe the easiest thing is I may just email you the changes because there's lots of those. But we won't worry about that today because we're just going to do the first half of this one. Let me give you some breathing in this first part. Obviously, if there is a breath mark, a comma, definitely take that. But let me give you a few more since we're probably so used to doing this even it's just not worth fighting. So, so from the beginning, will you get me back into the key here? Oh, beautiful for spacious skies. Right there. Go ahead and grab that one. For amber waves of grain. For purple. Let's see, I think those are all good there. Those are all good. On the next page, 47. And crown thy good with brotherhood from sea. So grab one after brotherhood and before from sea. I think those are the only two extras in that verse. Right there, right on it. Measure something. I think it's 7. Oh, beautiful. There it is. 1 and 2 and oh. Right here. Over on that previous page, page 3, at measure 14, above thy fruited plain, will everybody just make a note? We're listening for the tenors to change their one note. Everybody else is holding, so let's make sure we wait on them. For purple, let's start right there. For Purple Mountain, pick up to 11. For purple, listen for the tenors. 1 and 2 and for Purple Mountain majesties above the fruited plain. That's it. Yeah. So just make that note. We're waiting for our tenors to get us through right there. Don't leave them hanging right there. This is verse 2 at the bottom. Let me give you, again, just a couple of differences here. So, oh, beautiful for pilgrim feet. We'll go ahead and grab one right there. Breath. Who's stern and passion stress. Everybody's, I'm sorry, so sopranos, you're not in quite yet. Altos, join us. A thoroughfare for freedom feet. Right before the key change at the end of wilderness, we'll grab that breath. And then sopranos, that's where you'll join altos at the key change. America, America, grab a breath right there. That's measure 35. Will you get me in the key? We're in F. America, America, God mend thine every flaw. Tenors and basses, jump back in. Confirm thy soul in self-control. So grab one right after control, right before the page turn, because this next phrase will be a little longer. You may want to give yourself a heads up before that page turn. Confirm thy soul in self-control, thy liberty in law. So we need to have a good breath before we do that. Tenors and basses, get us started at 25, 26. Oh, beautiful. Right there. I'm a little fast. Let me slow it down just a little bit. 1 and 2 and 2. Oh, one more time. Everybody, make sure we're saying beauty instead of beauty. Beautiful, beautiful. And don't stress the I. It's we need a oh, beautiful. One more time. 1 and 2 and T. Oh, beautiful for breathe. Stirring passion. Altos, join us and breathe right here and nice counterline here. Confirm thy soul in self. Breathe. That's nice right there. Tenors, basses, a thoroughfare. Tenors, basses, a thoroughfare. That's 29 or 30. So baritones or seconds will need help with that middle part right there. 1 and 2 and T. And everybody, if I didn't tell you that one, we need to cut that one. We need to cut that shorter, I think is what it is. So you got 3 beats there. Nice. So we need to breathe there so we can hear that clear entrance of the next part. Let me give that to you a little bit better. Sorry about that. A thoroughfare, same folks. 2 T. A thoroughfare for freedom beat across the wilderness. That quick. So altos and sopranos can get back in. Altos, will you join us this time? And then sopranos when we get to 33. 1 and 2 and T. Good, just like that. Keep going. Breathe. Quick breath. Hey. Good, tenors right there. That one's a kind of a weird one. Thy liberty. Right there, tenors. 1 and 2 and T. For liberty. Yeah, get into that key change right there. Listen to it one more time. It's not as high as we want. Yep, not quite as high as we want. One more time. 1 and 2 and T. For liberty in law. Just raise the eyebrows and it'll take it to the note that you need. Everybody, thy liberty. No, let's not do that. That's too weird. Confirm thy soul. 1 and 2 and T. Confirm thy soul in self-control. Thy liberty in law. Awesome. This is great. We did great work today, and we're like 10 minutes early. Woo! All right. So be sure it's going to be a month before we get together and do this again. So make sure you're listening to it between now and then, and I'll let you know when a couple of these others come up. It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. Thank you for all that you do. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday afternoon, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Oh, and I didn't say earlier, but Hart, thank you so much again for filling in, leading us on Wednesday. Appreciate you, brother. You are awesome. Watch out, Michelle.
No. cholesterol and gymnastics this spring. So that's fun. And Brock's knee is like messed up. We tried to get an MRI on him Friday. Failed. We don't know. Yeah, we thought it was growing pains, and then it turned out to be the limp is better, but the pain is not. So we're seeing a I mean, that's what we thought. But then it's like he's like overextending his left leg when he walks, but when he runs, he'll not bend it. It's like this. It's awful. So, I don't know. We can't get it. How am I supposed to get a 7-year-old to lay still and be calm? He laid in there for 5 minutes and then he freaked out. They can't have anything. He can have earphones that are theirs. And like I couldn't even have the key for our locker near the machine. Like it had to be across the room. I don't know. I'm gonna call the doctor's office tomorrow. But I'm pretty sure I just paid $300 for nothing. So can we come up with a better plan? Can I like knock him out? What can we do? So that's the mess, but we're good. Doesn't sound like it, but we're good.
Well, we missed that month. I want to make sure you got it.
Yeah, I did. Thank you. Thank you.
Don't, if you tell Matthew, you are toast. Now, where did I see it?
I got it. It's right here.
Oh, there it is. Just don't tell him.
That could totally go with
See,
essential.
yeah, let's see, I was parked in the, down by the orchestra, so I'm gonna go out.
It's so good to see you, Bull.
Thank you, Mike. Oh, I don't have my mask on. Oosh. It's good to be back.
You just heard.
I was with you all
Oh,
year.
I know you were. It's not the same, is it?